The ambulance idles at the edge of the hospital bay, engine ticking as it cools. 3:40 in the morning. The city sleeps in fragments, streetlights casting orange pools on wet asphalt, the occasional car drifting past like a ghost. Inside, Maya Reeves wipes down the stretcher with methodical precision. Disinfectant, clean lines, every strap straightened, every buckle checked. She works in silence, her movements practiced, efficient. No wasted motion. Her partner leans against the driver's seat, scrolling through his phone. Derek Chen, 24, fresh out of the academy with 6 months on the job. He laughs at something on the screen, thumb flicking upward. Maya doesn't ask what's funny. She's learned it's easier that way. The radio crackles, dispatch voice flat, bored. Unit 12, elderly male, possible stroke, 1847 Maple Street. Maya reaches forward, presses the button. Unit 12, en route. Derek pockets his phone, starts the engine. Man, third call tonight, I'm dead. She doesn't respond, just checks the jump bag, confirms the contents. Oxygen, AED, IV kit, everything in place. They pull out into the empty streets. Earlier that night, the station house break room had smelled like burned coffee and microwave burritos. Maya sat in the corner, reorganizing the drug box. Epinephrine, atropine, naloxone. She rotated the stock, checked expiration dates. Replaced what needed replacing. 3 paramedics sat at the table, arguing about football. Travis Millard, stocky and loud, gestured with a half-eaten sandwich. I'm telling you, defense wins championships. Bullshit, another said. You need a QB who can close. Travis noticed Maya in the corner. Yo, Reeves, you ever actually run a full code, or do you just hand Derek stuff? Laughter rippled through the room. Not cruel, just casual. The kind of thing said without thinking. Derek grinned. She's solid backup, fast hands. Participation trophy, Travis muttered, turning back to his sandwich. Maya's hands didn't pause. She finished the inventory, closed the case, locked it, stood and walked out without a word. No one noticed. Now, the ambulance pulls up to a small house, porch light flickering. Garden gnomes lined up near the steps. Maya grabs the bags, moves quickly. Derek follows, slower, still yawning. Inside, a woman in her 70s waits by the door, hands shaking. He's in the bedroom. He was talking fine, then his words got all mixed up and his face. Show me, Maya says. The bedroom is small, cluttered. An elderly man sits on the edge of the bed, one side of his face drooping. His right arm hangs limp. Maya kneels in front of him. Sir, can you tell me your name? He tries to speak. The sounds come out slurred, incomprehensible. Okay. Can you squeeze my hands? She places her hands in his. Both hands, squeeze. His left hand grips firm. His right barely moves. Stroke. Clear presentation. Derek, get a line started. We need to move fast. Derek fumbles with the IV kit. His hands tremble slightly as he searches for a vein. Maya watches for 3 seconds. Then, switch. She takes the catheter, palpates the man's forearm, finds the vein on the first try, slides the needle in clean, tapes it down. Let's get him on the stretcher. They move him carefully. Maya keeps talking to him, calm and steady. You're doing great. We're taking you to the hospital. They're going to take good care of you. The man's eyes find hers, frightened, confused. She squeezes his good hand. You're safe. In the ambulance, Maya monitors him while Derek drives. She rechecks vitals every 2 minutes. Blood pressure elevated but stable. Oxygen saturation good. She notes the time of symptom onset, critical for treatment decisions. The man tries to speak again. Frustration fills his eyes. It's okay, Maya says quietly. Don't push it. Just rest. Her hand stays on his wrist, steady, grounding. At the hospital, they hand off to the ER team. The stroke coordinator takes the report from Derek, who stumbles through the timeline. He was fine until maybe an hour ago, his wife said. Symptom onset at 02:15, Maya interjects. Left-sided facial droop, right arm weakness, expressive aphasia. Last known normal was 0200. IV established, vitals stable en route. The coordinator nods. Good. That puts him in the window. We'll get him to CT. They wheel the man away. Derek exhales. Man, I hate stroke calls. Maya strips off her gloves, tosses them. They're time sensitive, that's all. Yeah, but he gestures vaguely. You're so calm. How do you do that? Practice. She walks back to the rig. Derek follows, quiet now. He's seen her work enough shifts to notice the pattern. She doesn't talk much, doesn't socialize, shows up early, leaves on time, keeps to herself. But when the calls come, she moves like water, smooth. Precise, no hesitation. He's asked her before where she trained. She'd said, different places, and changed the subject. In the ambulance, Maya sits in the passenger seat, window cracked, night air cool against her face. Her phone buzzes, a text from Travis. Heard you got a stroke. Derek said you were locked in. LOL. She doesn't reply. Instead, she closes her eyes, breathes. 4 counts in, 6 counts out. The rhythm steadies her. On her left wrist, beneath her watch, there's a tattoo. Small, faded blue ink. A trident, an eagle, an anchor. She pulls her sleeve down. The radio crackles. Unit 12, available. Maya picks up. Unit 12 available. Another call. Another crisis. She's ready. Derek starts the engine, glances at her. You ever get tired of this? She looks out the window at the sleeping city. No. He doesn't push. They drive into the night, lights off. Just another ambulance waiting for the next emergency. Maya's hand rests on the door handle. Her mind is quiet now, focused. This is what she knows. This is what she's good at. Saving people. One call at a time. Even if no one notices. Even if no one asks why. Shift change comes at 6 in the morning. The day crew filters in, loud with coffee and conversation. Maya finishes restocking the rig. Fresh gauge pads, new oxygen tubing, medications rotated by expiration date. Everything returned to order. Travis leans against the bay door, styrofoam cup steaming in his hand. Heard you handled that stroke like a boss last night. Maya closes the supply cabinet, locks it. Standard protocol. Derek said you got the IV on the first stick. Old guy with crap veins. He had a basilic vein. Not difficult. Travis grins. There she is, Ice Queen. She walks past him without responding. In the locker room, Maya sits on the wooden bench and unlaces her boots. The fluorescent lights hum overhead, casting everything in pale white. She moves slowly now, the adrenaline from the shift draining away. Her phone sits beside her, no new messages. She opens a locked folder buried in her photos. One image, 12 people in desert camouflage, full tactical gear, faces streaked with dust and exhaustion. They're smiling despite everything. Brothers and sisters forged in sand and fire. Her face is among them. Younger than, harder. She zooms in on one figure. A man in his late 20s, arms slung over her shoulder, grin wide and genuine. Call sign, Havoc. Her thumb hovers over his face. Then she closes the app, locks the phone, stands. Outside, the morning is gray and damp. Maya walks to her truck. A faded blue 1998 Ford Ranger. Primer spots on the fender, mismatched tailgate. She climbs in, sits for a moment before starting the engine. The radio stays off. She prefers silence. Hanging from the rearview mirror is a small brass challenge coin, tarnished with age. She touches it once, briefly, then shifts into gear. Her apartment is 15 minutes away. Small, clean, sparse. No pictures on the walls, no decorations. A couch, a table, a kitchen with one plate, one mug, one fork drying in the rack. The only personal item visible, a folded American flag in a triangular case on the shelf. Maya sets her keys on the counter, opens the fridge, pulls out leftover chicken and rice, eats it cold, standing at the window. Below, a kid rides a bike in circles around the parking lot. His mother sits on a bench nearby, scrolling through her phone. Normal life. Maya finishes eating, rinses the plate, sets it in the rack. In the bathroom, she strips and steps into the shower. Hot water streams over her shoulders. She closes her eyes. Her body is lean, functional. Scars cross her right shoulder, old shrapnel wounds, healed but visible. Another scar runs along her left ribs. She doesn't look at them. The water runs hotter. Steam fills the small space. Then it comes. A flash. Sudden. Uninvited. Desert night. Stars impossibly bright. Rotor wash kicking up sand. Voices shouting over the noise. Hands covered in blood. Someone screaming her name. Cold metal walls. the taste of dust and copper. Maya's eyes snap open, her hands are shaking. She presses them flat against the tile wall, forces herself to breathe. 4 counts in, hold. 6 counts out. The shaking stops. She finishes quickly, towels off, dresses in sweatpants and a faded navy t-shirt. In the bedroom, blackout curtains keep the room dark. She lies down, stares at the ceiling. Sleep doesn't come easily. It never does. She reaches for her phone, opens a meditation app, selects a 20-minute body scan. The voice is calm, detached. Bring your attention to your breath. She closes her eyes, tries. Hours pass. She drifts in and out, never fully under. By late afternoon, she gives up, gets dressed, goes for a run. 5 miles through the neighborhood, steady pace. Controlled breathing. Her mind quiets. That night, she returns to the station 15 minutes early. Derek is already there, sprawled on the couch, energy drink in hand. Yo, you good? Yeah, you looked kinda wipe yesterday. I'm fine. He nods, doesn't push. Travis walks in, drops his duffel on the table. Reeves, you're with me tonight. Derek's riding with the rookie. Derek groans. Come on, man. Chief's call. Rookie needs field time. Maya nods once. Travis grins. Try to keep up. They take the rig out just after 8. The night is cold, clear. They park outside a 24-hour diner, engine idling. Travis unwraps a burrito. You ever think about doing something else? Nursing school, maybe? Better pay? Maya sips black coffee. I like this. Yeah? Why? She considers the question. I like being the one who shows up. He chews, thinking. Fair enough, the radio crackles. All units, mass casualty incident, Highway 18, multi-vehicle collision, possible entrapment. All available units respond. Travis drops the burrito. Let's move. Maya is already reaching for her seatbelt. They arrive to chaos. 4 cars mangled together. A semi-truck jackknifed across 2 lanes. Shattered glass everywhere. Smoke rising from an engine fire. Firefighters working with hydraulic tools. Police setting flares. Travis pulls up fast. They grab their gear, move toward the scene. A firefighter waves them over. Got one trapped in the sedan, driver's side crushed. She's conscious but fading. Maya moves to the car. A young woman, early 20s, blonde hair matted with blood. The doors folded inward, metal pinning her legs. Maya kneels by the shattered window. Hey, I'm Maya. I'm a paramedic. Can you hear me? The woman nods weakly. Her breathing is rapid, shallow. Okay, we're getting you out. Stay with me. What's your name? Emily. Good, Emily. Keep talking. Tell me about your day. I was coming home from work. Her words slur, shock setting in. Maya reaches through the window, takes her hand, firm, grounding. What do you do? Teacher, 2nd grade. That's great. You like it? Yeah, the kids. The hydraulic cutters scream. The metal shifts. Emily cries out. I know it hurts, Maya says, voice calm. But you're doing great. Breathe with me. In through your nose. Emily tries. Good. Out through your mouth. Travis is behind her, prepping the backboard. The door finally tears free. They pull it away. Maya moves fast. Cervical collar, backboard. She checks Emily's legs. Massive contusion on the left thigh. Possible femur fracture. Travis, start a line. Wide open. He fumbles with the IV kit. Maya glances at him. You got it? Yeah, His hands are shaking. Let me. She takes the catheter, finds the vein, establishes access in seconds, tapes it secure. Load her. They lift the backboard together, slide Emily into the rig. Maya climbs in. I'll ride. You drive. Fast but smooth. Travis nods. Jogs to the cab. Inside, the siren wails. Maya rechecks vitals. Blood pressure dropping. 68/40. Not good. She opens the drug kit, draws a partial dose of epinephrine, pushes it slow into the line. Watches the monitor. Heart rate climbs. Blood pressure edges up. Emily's eyes flutter open. Hey, Maya says softly. Still here. Good. Emily's lips move. Hurts. I know. 2 minutes. They'll give you something stronger. Emily's hand twitches. Maya takes it. You did good, Emily. You stayed with me. Tears slip down Emily's temples. Maya doesn't let go. At the hospital, they crash through the doors. The trauma team is waiting. Maya delivers the report clean and fast. Vitals, interventions, timeline. The doctor nods. Good work. We've got her. They wheel Emily to surgery. Maya steps back. strips off her gloves. Travis is staring at her. What? She says. That was, you didn't even hesitate. The IV, the splint, the epi. That was field medicine. Tactical level. It was the right call. Where'd you learn that? She wipes her hands. Experience. Maya, she's stable, that's what matters. She walks toward the exit. Travis follows, stops her outside. You've done this before. Real shit, haven't you? She meets his eyes, says nothing. He nods slowly. Okay. But he doesn't believe her, and he won't forget. They sit in the ambulance outside the hospital. Travis lights a cigarette, offers one to Maya. She shakes her head. He exhales smoke into the cold night air. You don't smoke, don't drink, don't talk about yourself. He looks at her. What do you do, Maya? I work. That's it? That's enough. He studies her face in the dim light. When you started here, I thought you were just another burnout looking for easy shifts. But you're not. She doesn't answer. You've seen things, real things. The radio crackles. Another call. Maya opens the door. We should go. Travis drops the cigarette, crushes it under his boot. They respond to an overdose. Routine. They work it efficiently. No wasted movement. But Travis watches her now. Really watches. The way she moves. The way she assesses. The calm that never breaks. He's seen combat medics before. His cousin was Army, deployed 3 times. Maya has that same quality. That same silent weight. At the end of shift, they restock in silence. Travis closes the cabinet, turns to her. Hey. For what it's worth, you're the best medic I've worked with. She almost smiles. Thanks. He nods, walks away. Maya finishes her checklist, locks the rig. As she's walking to her truck, her phone buzzes. Unknown number. She hesitates, then answers. Yeah? Silence, then a voice. Male. Rough. Familiar in a way that sends ice through her veins. Riptide? Her blood stops. Wrong number. She hangs up, stares at the phone. Her hands start shaking. Riptide. That name hasn't been spoken in 5 years. She gets in her truck, grips the wheel. No one knows, no one can know. But someone does. And they just called her by her call sign. She drives home on autopilot, parks, sits, breathes. Inside her apartment, she locks the door, leans against it. Not now, she whispers. But the past doesn't ask permission. She doesn't sleep that night, just sits on the couch, phone in her hand, staring at the unknown number. She could block it, delete it, pretend. But if someone found her once, they'll find her again. The next night, she shows up early again. Everything normal, everything controlled. Travis is restocking. He nods when she enters. Reeves. Travis. Derek is half asleep on the couch. The shift starts quiet. They're parked outside a convenience store, around 10 when the call comes. Unit 12. Responds to 2247, Riverside Avenue, apartment 4C. Male. Mid-30s. Severe allergic reaction. Difficulty breathing. Travis starts the engine. They arrive in 6 minutes. 4th floor walk-up. The hallway smells like cooking oil and mildew. A woman opens the door, panicked. He can't breathe. I don't know what happened. We were just eating. Maya moves past her. The man is on the floor, clutching his throat, face red and swelling, hives spreading down his neck, lips turning blue. Anaphylaxis. Severe. Epi, Maya says. Travis hands her the auto-injector. She jams it into the man's thigh, holds. ES for 10 seconds. Pulls it out, waits. 10 seconds. 15. The man gasps. A full breath. Then another. His airway is opening. Maya kneels beside him. You're okay. Breathe slow. He nods, eyes wide with terror. What did you eat, she asks. Shrimp, the woman says. He's allergic, but he thought it was chicken. I didn't label it. It's okay, Maya says. We're taking him in. They'll monitor him. They get him on the stretcher. Travis straps him in. Maya preps an IV line as they move toward the door. They're loading the stretcher into the rig when a voice cuts through the night. Ruptide? Maya freezes. Her hands lock on the gurney rail. Travis looks over. Who's that? A man steps out of the shadows. Mid-40s, buzz cut going gray, scars on his forearms, tattoos visible beneath his shirt sleeves. Jeans and flannel, but the way he stands, weight balanced, shoulders back, says military. He's staring at Maya. It is you, he says. Maya doesn't move. Travis glances between them. You know this guy? The man steps closer. I wasn't sure at first. Saw you at the hospital last week. Then I heard you on the radio tonight. He grins. Same voice. Calm under fire. Maya's jaw tightens. You're mistaken. No, I'm not. He stops a few feet away. Kabul, 2017. You pulled me out of a ditch after an IED flipped our vehicle. You were the flight medic on the bird. Call sign, Riptide. Travis goes still. Derek, standing by the rig, turns slowly. Maya's voice is flat. I don't know what you're talking about. The man laughs, but there's no humor in it. You tourniqueted my leg, hit me with morphine, told me to shut up and breathe. Then you dragged me 200 meters to the LZ, under fire. He lifts his pant leg, prosthetic, below the knee. Lost the leg. Kept my life. Because of you. Silence. Travis is staring at Maya. So is Derek. The man's smile fades. You don't remember? Maya's voice is cold. I remember a lot of people. Master Sergeant Kyle Hannon, 75th Ranger Regiment. Her eyes flicker, just once. He sees it. You do remember. Maya turns, walks to the driver's door. Maya, Travis starts. Load the patient. We're transporting. Kyle steps forward. I've been looking for you for 2 years, just to say thank you. You disappeared after you left the Navy. Maya opens the door. There's a reason for that. I know. His voice softens. I heard what happened, the last mission. Her hand grips the door frame. Kyle's voice drops. I heard about Havoc. Maya doesn't turn around. Travis watches her face in a side mirror. Something cracks. Just for a second. Then it's gone. We have a patient, she says. She climbs into the rig, closes the door. Travis and Derek load the patient quickly. Kyle stands in the street, watching the ambulance pull away. Inside, silence. The patient is stable, half-conscious. Travis sits across from Maya. Navy? She doesn't look at him. Flight medic? Silence. That guy called you Riptide. Drop it, Travis. Maya. I said drop it. Her voice is ice. He leans back. At the hospital, they hand off the patient without incident. Walking back to the rig, Travis stops her. I'm not gonna push. But if you ever want to talk, I don't. Okay. He pauses. But for the record, I don't care what you did before. You're a great medic. That's what matters. She looks at him. Her face softens slightly. Thanks. They get back in the rig. At the station, Derek has already told everyone. The break room is full when Maya walks in. 6 medics, 2 firefighters, all staring. She stops in the doorway. Something you want to say? Derek shifts. Is it true? Were you really Navy? I'm going home. She turns. Travis steps in front of her. Maya, they're gonna find out. There's nothing to find out. That guy wasn't lying. She stares at him, then walks past, grabs her bag, leaves. Outside, she's halfway to her truck when she sees him. Kyle, leaning against her door. I'm not stalking you, he says. I just need 5 minutes. Maya stops. I don't have 5 minutes. You saved my life. I did my job. You did more than that. He steps forward. You stayed on that bird when it was too hot. You told the pilot to land anyway. Her hands clench. You don't know what you're talking about. I know you got a Navy Cross for it. She goes still. I also know you turned it down. Maya's eyes close. Go home, Kyle. Why did you leave? She opens her eyes, cold, empty, because people like you lived. And people like him didn't. Kyle's face falls. Maya gets in her truck, drives away. Kyle watches until the taillights disappear, then pulls out his phone, dials. Yeah, it's her, I'm sure. Maya doesn't sleep. She sits on the edge of her bed, phone in her hand, staring at the unknown number from 2 nights ago. She should block it, delete it, move on. But she knows better. If someone found her once, they can find her again. The sun rises through the blinds. She hasn't moved. By the time her shift starts, she's running on coffee and willpower. She walks into the station early, like always, methodical, controlled. Derek is on the couch, half asleep. Travis is checking the drug kit. He looks up when she enters, studies her face. You good? Yeah. He doesn't believe her, but he nods anyway. They take the rig out just after 9. The night is cold and clear. Parked outside a grocery store, waiting. Travis eats a protein bar. Maya drinks water. You ever been outside Washington? Travis asks. Yeah. Where? She hesitates. All over. Military brat? Something like that. He grins. You're really good at the vague answer thing. Practice. The radio crackles. Unit 12. Respond to 4782 Lakewood Drive, apartment 3B. Male, 30s, difficulty breathing, possible anaphylaxis. Travis drops the bar. Here we go. They arrive in 4 minutes. 3rd floor. The hallway smells like curry and cigarette smoke. A woman opens the door, frantic. He can't breathe. I don't know what happened. Maya moves past her. The man is on the floor, clutching his throat, face swollen, hives spreading, anaphylaxis. Clear presentation. Epi, Maya says. Travis hands her the injector. She jabs it into his thigh, holds, 10 seconds, pulls it out, waits. The man gasps. Full breath, then another. Maya kneels beside him. You're okay, just breathe. Slow. He nods, eyes wide. What did you eat? Shrimp, the woman says. He's allergic, but he thought it was chicken. It's okay. We'll take him in, don't monitor him. They load him onto the gurney. Maya preps an IV just in case. Outside, they're lifting the stretcher into the rig when a voice cuts through the night. Riptide? Maya freezes. Her hands lock on the rail. Rail. Travis looks over. That guy again? Kyle steps out of the shadows. Same flannel, same scars, same stance. He's staring at Maya. I knew I'd find you on shift. Travis glances between them. Man, we're working. You need to step back. Kyle ignores him. I wasn't sure before, but I am now. Maya's jaw tightens. You need to leave. Not until you hear me out. There's nothing to hear. Bullshit. He steps closer. Kabul, 2017. You were the flight medic on the Pavehawk. I was the ranger you pulled out of the wreckage after the IED hit. Derek, standing by the rig, turns slowly. Travis goes still. Kyle continues. You tourniqueted my leg, gave me morphine, dragged me 200 meters to the LZ while taking fire. You saved my life. He lifts his pant leg, prosthetic visible. Lost the leg, kept everything else. Because of you. Silence. Maya's voice is flat. I don't know you. Master Sergeant Kyle Hannon. 75th Rangers. Her eyes slicker. He sees it. You do remember. Travis is watching Maya now. Really watching. Kyle's voice softens. I've been looking for you for 2 years. Just to say thank you. You disappeared after you got out. There's a reason for that. I know. His voice drops. I heard what happened on your last mission. I heard about Havoc. Maya's hand grips the gurney rail so hard her knuckles go white. Travis sees it. Kyle takes another step. I heard you stayed with him. Tried to bring him back for 15 minutes, even after. Stop, her voice cuts like a blade. Kyle stops. Maya's face is stone, but her eyes, something breaks in them, just for a second. Then it's gone. We have a patient, she says. She climbs into the rig, slams the door. Travis and Derek load the patient quickly. Kyle stands in the street, watching. Inside the rig, silence. The patient is stable, breathing easier now. Travis sits across from Maya. So, Navy? She doesn't look at him. Flight medic? Silence. That guy called you Riptide. Drop it, Travis. Maya, come on. I said drop it. Her voice is ice. Final. He leans back, but his mind is racing. At the hospital, they hand off the patient. The ER doc takes the report from Travis. Maya stands off to the side, arms crossed, face unreadable. Walking back to the rig, Travis stops. Look, I'm not gonna push. But that guy wasn't lying. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it does, because everyone at the station is gonna hear about it. She stops, looks at him. Let them. Maya, I did my time. I got out. That's all anyone needs to know. Is it true? The Navy Cross? Her jaw tightens. We have 3 more hours on shift. Let's just work. She gets in the rig. Travis follows, quieter now. The rest of the shift is routine. 2 calls, both minor. They work in near silence. But Travis keeps glancing at her, putting pieces together. At the station, end of shift. Derek is waiting. He's already told everyone. The break room is full, 8 people, all watching when Maya walks in. She stops in the doorway. Something you want to say? She asks. Derek shifts uncomfortably. Is it true? You were really in the Navy? I'm going home. She turns. Travis steps in front of her. Maya, they're gonna find out anyway. There's nothing to find out. That guy wasn't lying, and you know it. She stares at him, then walks past, grabs her bag from her locker, leaves. Outside, she's halfway to her truck when she sees him. Kyle, leaning against her driver's door. I'm not stalking you, he says. I just need to talk. Maya stops 10 feet away. I have nothing to say to you. You don't have to say anything, just listen. No. Please. She stares at him. Why are you doing this? Because you saved my life, and I never got to thank you. You don't owe me anything. Yes, I do. He steps forward. You stayed on that bird when the pilot wanted to pull out. You ran into fire to get me. You didn't have to do that. I did my job. You did more than that. His voice cracks slightly. I have a daughter now. She's 3. I get to see her grow up because of you. Maya's hands curl into fists. Kyle continues. I know what happened after Kabul. I know about the last mission. I know you lost people. You don't know anything. I know you got a Navy Cross. And I know you turned it down. She goes completely still. How do you know that? I have friends still in. They told me. Maya's eyes close. Kyle's voice softens. Why did you turn it down? She opens her eyes. Cold. Empty. Because medals don't bring people back. Silence. Kyle's face falls. I'm sorry. About Havoc. I heard he was a good man. He was the best. Her voice breaks, just slightly. She turns, gets in her truck. Kyle steps back. Maya. She starts the engine, drives away. Kyle watches until she's gone, then pulls out his phone, dials. Yeah, it's her, I'm sure. Pause. No, she doesn't want to talk. Pause. I know, but she needs to hear it anyway. He hangs up, stands alone in the empty lot, stares at the space where her truck was, and realizes that some wounds never heal. They just get buried deeper. Inside her truck, Maya grits the wheel. Her hands are shaking again. She pulls over, parks in an empty lot, leans her head against the steering wheel, and whispers to the silence, I'm sorry, Havoc. I'm so sorry. The challenge coin swings gently from the rearview mirror, the only witness to her breaking. Maya doesn't leave her apartment for 2 days, calls in sick for the first time in 3 years. She sits on the floor, back against the couch, staring at the flag case on the shelf. Her phone has 23 missed calls. 4 from Travis, 3 from the station chief, 16 from unknown numbers. She doesn't listen to the voicemails. On the second day, her phone buzzes. Text from Travis. Turn on the news. She frowns, picks up the remote, flips to the local station. Her blood turns to ice. A reporter stands outside a collapsed building. Smoke, sirens, chaos everywhere. We're getting reports that at least 40 people were inside the downtown convention center when the structure gave way approximately 1 hour ago. Emergency crews are on scene, but officials say the interior is extremely unstable. The camera pans across the destruction. Maya knows that building. Old structure, under renovation for months. The reporter continues. So far, only 12 people have been pulled out alive. Rescue teams are working against the clock as engineers warn of possible secondary collapse. Maya's phone rings. Chief's number. She answers. Reeves. I don't care if you're dying. I need every medic I have. Get down here. Now. She's already moving. 15 minutes later, she pulls up to the scene. It looks like a war zone. Now, concrete slabs twisted at impossible angles, rebar jutting out like broken ribs, dust hanging thick in the air, choking everything. Fire trucks, ambulances, police, FEMA, everyone. Maya grabs her gear, jogs to the command post. The chief sees her, points. Reeves, Trauma Station 2, triage and stabilize walking wounded. She nods, moves. At the trauma station, she works fast. Man with dislocated shoulder. She reduces it in under a minute. Woman with scalp laceration. Irrigate, pack, wrap. Done. Kid with fractured wrist. Splint, sling. Next. She moves through them like water. Efficient, calm. Travis appears beside her. You good? Yeah. Liar. She almost smiles. The radio crackles. All-channel broadcast. We have 6 critical patients trapped in the basement level. Structural engineer says we have 15 to 20 minutes before secondary collapse. All rescue personnel to staging immediately. Travis looks at her. She's already moving. Maya, wait. She doesn't. At the staging area, a fire captain briefs a team of 8. We go in fast. Locate, extract, get out. No heroes. If it starts shifting, we evacuate immediately. Clear? Everyone nods. Maya steps forward. I'm coming. The captain looks her up and down. You're a medic. I'm a medic who's worked in worse conditions. This isn't I'm coming. Her tone leaves no room for argument. He stares at her for 3 seconds, then nods. Fine, stay close. Follow my orders. She pulls on a helmet, clips a radio to her belt, grabs a flashlight. They move toward the collapsed entrance. Inside, it's dark. Dust so thick she can barely see 5 feet ahead. Her helmet light cuts through the haze. The air smells like concrete dust, metal, and gas. The floor is tilted, uneven. Every step is calculated. Over here, someone shouts. They converge on a gap between 2 massive slabs. 4 people trapped underneath, barely visible. One of the firefighters kneels, shines his light in. We need hydraulic jacks. This slab weighs tons. No time, the captain says. It's shifting. We lift manually. Everyone on 3. Maya kneels by the gap, assessing quickly. 3 conscious, 1 unresponsive. I'm going in, she says. Negative, too dangerous. She's already sliding through the gap. Tight. Her shoulders barely fit. She twists, squeezes through, drops into the pocket below. It's a space maybe 4 feet high, concrete above, rebar below. The 4 victims are huddled together, terrified. She moves to the unresponsive one first. Male, late 50s, head trauma, blood from his ears. She checks his pulse. Faint, irregular. I need a backboard down here, she shouts up. Can't fit it through the gap. Then get me a rope and harness. She stabilizes his neck manually, keeps his airway open. The 3 conscious victims are panicking. Are we gonna die? One woman whispers. Maya looks directly at her. No. The woman believes her. Above, the team works fast. A harness drops through the gap. Travis's voice crackles over the radio. Maya, the engineer says we have 8 minutes. I need 5. She straps the harness around the unconscious man, clips it secure. Pull. They haul him up slowly, carefully. He disappears through the gap. Next, she helps the woman into the harness, sends her up, then the second man, then the third. Your turn, the captain yells down. Now. Send. End it back. No time. Get out. The building groans, a deep, grinding sound that vibrates through her chest. Dust rains down. Maya! Travis screams. She looks up at the gap, then around the space. There's a 5th person, wedged behind a support beam, unconscious. She missed them in the dark. There's 1 more. Leave them. Move now. She doesn't. She crawls to the person. Young man, early 20s, weak pulse. She grabs him under the arms, drags him toward the gap. The building shifts. The slab above drops 2 inches. Maya! She shoves the man toward the opening. Hands reach down, yank him through. The slab drops another inch. She dives, slides through the gap just as the concrete slams down behind her. The impact throws dust everywhere. Hands grab her, pull her out. She rolls onto her back, coughing. The basement collapses behind her with a roar. Travis is kneeling over her. Are you insane? She sits up, gasping. I had time. You had seconds. She stands, brushes dust off, walks toward the exit. Outside, daylight blinds her. She's covered head to toe in gray dust. Blood on her hands. Helmet cracked. The 5 people she pulled out are on gurneys, being loaded into ambulances. The unconscious man is intubated, alive. The fire captain walks up, stares at her. Who the hell are you? She pulls off her helmet. Just a medic. He doesn't believe her. Neither does anyone watching. A black SUV pulls up. 2 men in uniforms step out. Navy. Full dress blues. Everyone stops. One of them walks directly to Maya. Commander. Oak leaf insignia. He stops in front of her. Salutes. Petty Officer Reeves. Maya doesn't move. Travis is staring. So is everyone else. The commander lowers his salute. The Secretary of the Navy sent me. You're being recalled to active duty. Maya's face is stone. I'm retired. Not anymore. He hands her an envelope. There's a situation overseas. Medical personnel critically low. Hostile environment. They need someone with your skill set. I'm not going back. It's not a request. Silence. Maya looks at the envelope, doesn't take it. I said no. She turns and walks away. The commander's voice carries. They're dying, Reeves, and you're the only one who can save them. She stops, doesn't turn around. Her hands curl into fists. Then she keeps walking. Behind her, the envelope falls to the ground. Travis watches her go, watches the Navy commander stand there, silent, and realizes that Maya Reeves is not who anyone thought she was. Not even close. Maya sits in her truck. Engine off. Hands on the wheel, staring at nothing. Her phone rings. She doesn't answer. Rings again and again. Finally, she picks up. What? It's Travis. Where are you? Leaving. Don't. The chief wants to see you. So does half the fire department. And those Navy guys are still here asking for you. Tell them I'm gone. Maya. She hangs up, starts the engine, drives. 20 minutes later, she's parked at an overlook above the city. Gets out, leans against the hood. The wind is cold, sharp. Her phone buzzes. Text from an unknown number. She opens it. A photo. 12 faces in desert camouflage. Her team. Her breath catches. Another text. They didn't die so you could run. She closes her eyes. Another. Havoc believed in you. Don't prove him wrong. Her jaw tightens. She types back. Who is this? Response. Someone who was there. She stares at the phone, then throws it. It lands in the dirt 15 feet away. She sits on the ground, buries her face in her hands, and for the first time in 5 years, she cries. The memory comes unbidden. Helicopter interior. Night. Rotor wash deafening. She's kneeling over Havoc. Blood everywhere. His chest torn open from shrapnel. Stay with me, she says. He's gasping, eyes wide, terrified. Can't breathe. Yes, you can. Look at me. Breathe with me. She's doing compressions, IV wide open, blood transfusion running hot. But the monitor is flatline. Come on, she screams. She shocks him. Once, twice, nothing. God damn it, Havoc, don't you dare. His hand twitches, grabs hers, his eyes focus. Just for a moment. Rip-tide. I'm here. I'm right here. Tell my sister. You're gonna tell her yourself. You're gonna make it. He smiles, faint, sad. Liar. Then his hand goes limp. The monitor flatlines. She keeps working. For 10 minutes, 15. The pilot's voice crackles over comms. Reeves, he's gone. She doesn't stop. Reeves, he's gone. Her hands freeze. She looks at his face. Empty. She leans back. Blood on her gloves, her uniform, her face. She closes his eyes, whispers, I'm sorry. Maya lifts her head. Her face is wet. She stands, walks to where she threw the phone, picks it up. The screen is cracked, but it works. She opens the texts again, stares at the photo, types. What do you want from me? Response. I want you to stop punishing yourself. She exhales, types. I can't go back. Response. You never left. She sits down, leans against a rock, looks at the city lights below. Her phone rings. The commander. She answers. I'm listening. The next day, she walks into the station. The room goes quiet. Travis stands. Maya. She sets her bag down. I need to talk to the chief. He's in his office. But she walks past him. Knocks. Come in. She enters. The chief is at his desk. The Navy commander sits across from him. The chief looks up. Reeves. Sit. She stays standing. I'm resigning. The chief blinks. What? Effective immediately. I'm going back on active duty. The commander stands. The Navy appreciates. I have conditions. He pauses. Go on. I lead the medical team. I choose my personnel. I run my own operation. The commander considers. Agreed. And when it's over, I'm out. Honorable discharge. No callbacks. No reserves. Clean break. Done. She nods. Turns to the chief. I'm sorry for the short notice. He stands, walks around the desk, extends his hand. You're the best medic I've ever worked with. Good luck. She shakes it. Thank you. She walks out. Travis is waiting in the hallway. You're really leaving? Yeah. Why? She looks at him. Because someone has to. He nods slowly. You're gonna save a lot of lives. I hope so. She walks to her locker, starts packing her gear. Derek appears, then others, one by one, watching. When she's done, she closes the locker, turns. Travis steps forward, salutes. Then the others do the same. She stares, then returns it. Clean, sharp. Stay safe, Travis says. You too. She walks out. Outside, Kyle is leaning against her truck. She stops. You called them. I did. Why? Because you were drowning, and I owed you. She walks to the truck. He steps aside. Reeves. She looks at him. Havoc would be proud. Her throat tightens. She nods. Gets in, drives away. At her apartment, she packs light. Uniforms, boots, medkit. She opens the drawer, pulls out the challenge coin, stares at it, puts it in her pocket. She walks to the shelf, takes down the flag case, opens it, runs her fingers over the fabric, then closes it, leaves it on the table. She picks up her bag, walks to the door, pauses, looks back at the empty apartment, then turns off the light. Leaves. 1 week later, she stands on the tarmac at a naval base. A C-130 sits waiting, engines running. The commander is there. Your team is on board, briefed and ready. Wheels up in 10. She nods. He extends his hand. Thank you for coming back. She shakes it. I'm not back. I'm finishing something. He smiles faintly. Fair enough. She walks to the ramp, climbs in. The crew chief nods. She finds a seat, straps in, looks out the window at the base. The last time she flew out, she swore she'd never come back. But here she is. Not for the Navy. Not for the mission. For the ones who can't run anymore. The engines roar. The plane lifts off. Maya closes her eyes, thinks of Havoc, of her team, of everyone she couldn't save, and whispers to the roar of the engines, I'm coming back for you. The plane climbs into the sky, carrying her toward the place she swore she'd never return. But some debts can only be paid in blood and sweat and refusing to quit. And Maya Reeves has never quit. Not once, not ever. 6 months later, the field hospital sits in the desert, like a scar on the sand. Canvas tents, dust, heat that never stops. Maya moves through the trauma bay, checking IVs, adjusting ventilators, monitoring vitals. Her uniform is faded, boots worn, face leaner, tanned, etched with exhaustion and purpose. She looks like she was born here. A young corpsman approaches, nervous, new. NAM, incoming. GSW to the chest. ETA 3 minutes. Prep OR2. I'll scrub in. Yes, ma'am. He runs. Maya walks to the sink, scrubs her hands with practiced rhythm. Another medic appears beside her. Older, scarred, navy patch on his shoulder. Heard you pulled a double last night. Someone had to. You're gonna burn out, Reeves. She dries her hands. Not yet. He grins. That's what you said 4 months ago. She almost smiles. The sound of rotors. Close. Loud. She moves. Outside, the Black Hawk touches down. Dust exploding outward. The crew chief jumps out, waves them forward. 2 stretchers, both critical. Maya takes the first, GSW to the chest, sucking wound, tension pneumothorax. She doesn't hesitate. Needle decompression, now. She jabs a 14-gauge needle into the second intercostal space. Air hisses out. The patient gasps. There, get him inside, chest tube next. They wheel him in fast. She moves to the second stretcher. Young woman, Marine. Shrapnel wounds across her abdomen, bleeding heavily. Maya's eyes scan quickly. Probable splenic rupture. Move. OR2. Prep for exploratory laparotomy. They run. Inside the OR, she works for 3 hours. Hands steady. Focus absolute. Clamps. Sutures. Cautery. The rhythm of saving lives. The Marine stabilizes. Maya steps back, pulls off her gloves. Close her up. I'll check post-op in an hour. A team nods. She walks out, pulls off her mask, leans against the wall, breathes. Later, in the mess tent, she sits alone, eating an MRE. The commander walks in, sits across from her. Got word from Washington. Your tour is up in 2 weeks. She nods. You've saved 61 lives in 6 months. That's a record. I was doing my job. You did more than that. He leans forward. The Navy wants you to stay. Extend another 6 months. Maybe train the next generation. She sets down her fork. No. Maya, I came back to finish something. I finished it. Now I'm done. He studies her. You sure? Yes. He nods. Fair enough. He stands. For what it's worth, Havoc would have been proud. She looks up at him. I hope so. He walks away. She sits alone, stares at the empty tray, then pulls out the challenge coin, turns it over in her fingers, sets it on the table, and walks out. That night, she stands outside the tent, looking up at the stars. The same stars she saw 5 years ago, but different now, lighter. She closes her eyes, breathes, and for the first time in a long time, she feels peace. 2 weeks later, she walks into the station house back home. Civilian clothes, backpack, calm. Travis looks up from the couch, freezes. Holy shit. The others turn. Derek drops his coffee cup. Maya stops in the doorway. Chief around? Travis stands, walks over. You're back? If you'll have me. He grins, pulls her into a hug. She stiffens, then relaxes, hugs him back. "Damn right we'll have you," he says. The chief appears in the hallway, sees her, smiles, reads, "Welcome home." She nods. Good to be home. 1 week later, Maya and Travis are parked outside a diner, eating burgers, radio quiet. "Feels different now," Travis says. "What does?" You're, I don't know, calmer." She takes a bite, chews. "I made peace with some things." "Good." Silence. Then Travis grins. "So, you gonna teach me that combat medic stuff or what?" She laughs. Actually laughs. "Maybe. Come on. I want to be a badass like you." "You're already a badass, Travis." He beams. The radio crackles. "Unit 12, respond to." Maya picks it up. "Unit 12, we're en route." They pull out. Lights, sirens, together. 1 month later, Maya stands at the front of a conference room. County EMS headquarters. 20 paramedics, firefighters, EMTs. She's in uniform, instructor badge on her chest. "Today, we're covering advanced trauma care in high-stress environments," she says. "You're going to learn techniques that save lives when everything's falling apart, when the protocols don't cover it, when all you have is your training and your instinct." She clicks the remote. A slide appears. "Stay calm, stay focused, stay human. That's the foundation," she says. "Everything else is just technique." Travis sits in the back, grinning. That night, Maya restocks the rig. Derek walks up. "Hey, got a question." "Shoot. That thing you do, where you just know what to do. Even in chaos. How do you learn that?" She closes the cabinet, looks at him. "You don't learn it. You live it. Then you decide whether it breaks you or makes you better." He nods slowly. "Thanks." She pats his shoulder. "You're doing good, Derek. Keep going." He smiles, walks away. Later, at the overlook above the city, Maya sits on the hood of her truck. Same spot she came to a year ago. But everything is different now. Her phone buzzes. Text from Kyle. "Heard you're teaching now. Proud of you." She smiles, types back. "Thanks. How's the leg?" "Running again. Slow, but running." "Good." Another text. "Hey, there's a reunion next month. Some of the old unit. You should come." She stares at the message. Thinks. Types. "Maybe. That's progress." She laughs softly. Sets the phone down. Looks out at the city. She reaches into her pocket. Pulls out the challenge coin. Turns it over. Reads the inscription. "So others may live." She closes her hand around it. Looks up at the sky. "I'm trying, Havoc," she whispers. "I'm trying." The wind picks up. Warm. Gentle. She breathes. And feels, for the first time, that maybe she's forgiven herself. Maybe not completely, but enough. Enough to keep going. Enough to keep saving lives. Enough to honor the ones she couldn't save by refusing to give up on the ones she still can. She gets back in her truck, drives home, ready for the next shift, ready for the next call, ready to be the one who shows up. Always. 1 year later, Maya stands at the front of a packed auditorium. Regional EMS conference. 200 people. She's in dress uniform. Instructor credentials on display. "Advanced trauma management isn't about memorizing protocols," she says. "It's about staying calm when everything around you is chaos. It's about trusting your training when there's no time to think." She clicks to the next slide. A quote. "Courage is not the absence of fear. It's acting despite it." "That's what we do," she says quietly. Every single shift. Applause fills the room. Travis sits in the third row, arms crossed, grinning like a proud brother. After the conference, people line up to talk to her, ask questions, shake her hand. She's patient with each one. A young woman approaches, mid-20s, nervous. "You saved my brother last year. Car accident on Highway 18. He was in cardiac arrest. You brought him back." Maya's mind flickers. She remembers. "How is he?" "Alive. Because of you." The woman hands her a small box. "We wanted you to have this." Maya opens it. A bracelet. Engraved. "So others may live." Her throat tightens. "You didn't have to." "Yes, we did." The woman hugs her. Maya stands frozen for a moment. Then slowly hugs back. That night, Maya sits on her couch. The apartment is different now. Photos on the walls. Her team. Her friends. Her life. The flag case still sits on the shelf. But next to it now, a framed photo of her and Travis. Her and Derek. Her and Kyle. living. She looks at the bracelet on her wrist, touches it, then stands, walks to the window. Below, the same kid rides his bike in circles. His mother watches from the bench. Normal, beautiful. Maya smiles. 2 weeks later, she's at a park. Barbecue, picnic tables, laughter. Veterans, families, friends. Kyle is there. So are others from her old unit. They talk, they laugh, they remember. Maya is quieter, but she's present. Kyle walks over, hands her a soda. You doing okay? Yeah. You sure? She looks around, at the people, the light, the life. Yeah, she says. I am. He grins. Good. A woman approaches. Late 20s, nervous. Are you Maya Reeves? Yeah. The woman's eyes well up. You saved my husband. 6 months ago. Multi-car pileup. He was trapped. You stayed with him the whole time. Maya remembers. Young man, crushed legs, terrified. How is he? Walking again. Learning to run. Nah, the woman's voice breaks. We just had our first baby. He got to hold her because of you. Maya's chest tightens. The woman hugs her. Thank you so much. Maya holds her. You're welcome. Later, Maya sits on a bench alone. She looks at the bracelet, at the challenge coin hanging from her keychain, at the life she's built from the ashes of the one she lost. Her phone buzzes. Text from Travis. Shift tonight. You in? She smiles, types back. Always, that night. The ambulance idles at the edge of the hospital bay. 3:40 in the morning. The city sleeps in fragments. Maya wipes down the stretcher. Travis checks the grug kit. You ever get tired of this? He asks. She looks at him. No, me neither. The radio crackles. Unit 12, elderly female, possible stroke, 921 Pine Street. Maya picks up. Unit 12 en route. They pull out into the night. At the house, an elderly woman sits on the couch, one side of her face drooping, right arm limp. Maya kneels in front of her. Hi, I'm Maya. Can you tell me your name? The woman tries. The words come out slurred. It's okay, Maya says gently. We're going to take care of you. She works quickly, efficiently. Travis assists without needing direction. They've done this 1,000 times, but it never gets old. In the ambulance, Maya sits with the woman, holds her hand. You're safe, she says quietly. We've got you. The woman's eyes find hers, frightened, confused. Maya squeezes her hand. You're going to be okay. The woman believes her. At the hospital, they hand off smoothly. The stroke team takes over. Walking back to the rig, Travis looks at her. You know what I realized? What? You don't do this because you have to. You do it because you can't not do it. She considers that. Nods. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's what makes you great. She almost smiles. We're great, all of us. He grins. Damn right. They climb into the rig. The radio crackles. Another call. Maya picks up. Unit 12, we're available. They drive into the night. Lights off. Just waiting. Ready for whatever comes next. Because that's what they do. Show up. Stay calm. Save lives. One call at a time. Maya looks out the window at the sleeping city. Thinks about Havoc. About her team. About everyone she's lost and everyone she's saved. She touches the bracelet on her wrist, so others may live. That's the promise. That's the mission. And she'll keep it, for as long as she's breathing, for as long as there's someone who needs her. Because some people are born to save lives, and Maya Reeves is one of them. The radio crackles again. Unit 12, multi-vehicle accident. Maya picks up. Unit 12 responding. Travis hits the lights, the siren wails. They pull out into the night, together, always together. And somewhere in the stars above, Havoc is watching, smiling, proud. Because his riptide never quit, and she never will, the ambulance disappears into the darkness, carrying 2 people who refuse to give up, who refuse to let the chaos win, who show up every single time, no matter what. Because that's what heroes do. Not the loud ones, not the ones who seek glory, the quiet ones, the ones who just show up and stay, until everyone is safe, until everyone is home. That's the story. That's the legacy. And it continues. One call at a time. One life at a time. Forever.